Hello YouTube, and welcome to, I think this is day 5, right? Okay, wait. Okay, side back to Scourge, day 1. Afterburner, day 2. Straight, day 3. Lightspeed, 4. Okay, this is day 5, so... Welcome to day 5 Commander Computron week, and this here is Nosecone. And you can tell right off the bat, this is it's a repaint of Brawl from the Combaticons. Well, there's actually one new bit right here. Actually one new bit, which is a drill weapon. So on the instructions, you're supposed to plug in like this. Which, I'll be honest, it does look pretty stupid. Unless you can count the detailing in what would become the feet, the bottom of the feet. I can think of it as kind of like grinders, like it could crunch up like the rocks and stuff. You know, to my imagination. But I prefer to do it this way. Because you can actually plug the back part of the drill gun in, like that. And this looks okay. This looks okay. I mean... And, yes, on my figure, it does have a little missing paint application, which is supposed to be black, not brown, which you could tell. Maybe it's just a little mishap, which I can avoid. So, yeah. Now, in the Japanese version, the Dakar version, this looked a lot different. It looked the same as the G1 toy, except the drill bit here is a lot different. It's actually a lot bigger and broader. And it does look pretty good, but... So, yeah. So I do prefer the look of the Dakar version over this version. So, yeah. So, let's go in the transformation, because, yeah. So just remove the drill gun here. And the transformation is the same as Brawl. So I'm going to fold this all the way up and hold this down, turn this around, swing the legs out like that. And here's the tricky bit. Trying to get the upper body to tab in. Only taps in slightly, which is actually which is also a problem with the Brawl mold. Oh, I just forgot to hand the camera up. Now what I just did there is I actually got my finger to the back here and fold out the head. So, and fold the forearms out. All right. Alright, there we go. And of course he can hold his drill gun like that. Which is neat, I'll give it that. Or if you want, you can actually plug it onto the forearm as a weapon. As a drill arm weapon. There we go. I think this looks pretty better as a forearm weapon than a gun, to be honest. So, yeah. So like I said before, he's just a repaint of Brawl with a new molded bit, with a new mold, with a new new part. So yeah. The articulation is the same as Brawl, so heads on a swivel, not a ball joint. This is on a ball joint. The shoulder, which can be hard to move because of the backpack that's in the way. Yeah. And of course, there's a ball jointed elbow. There's waist articulate. There's waist movement. There's leg movement, thigh, and knees, and of course there's ankles too, which do move inwards, which is something. So yeah. Sorry if I sound a bit bored. I'm sorry about my reviews I've done. Well, throughout the Computron reviews, because I've seen most of these molds before, and they do get pretty boring because you've seen a lot of these molds before, like we see in the Streetwise. Well. Like we see in the Streetwise mode a lot, like example for Lightspeed and the others. So yeah. Now that the time of this recording, Titan's Return is still going and Combiner Wars is over. I just want to get this Computron set out of the way, and I do have one more Combiner, which is Victorion. So, and that'll be it for Combiner Wars forever. So yeah. So, yep. And I'm going to cut off here and go to its vehicle mode to show off the limb modes. Alright, so we're going to take a look at its official limb mode, which is the leg mode, since we all know that Nosecone has always been a leg. So we're going to take off the drill bit here, fold that little tab down, and plug it in like this. And, whoops, there we go. Okay, make sure you push it down all the way in. Okay, that's what I meant to do. Make sure you push it down all the way in and then fold this up a bit. That becomes the knee guard. And comes this little yellow tab right here and fold it all the way up. And take this little back section here and swing it all the way to the back. You can see this is actually for arm mode. Well, this one reveals the yellow one, which is pretty clever. I will give it that. So, yeah. Just like with Brawl. And then fold this up like that. And then go ahead and tab this in. And then you have the leg mode. Or they have the left leg of Computron. So, yeah. So yeah, it's true to its G1, since we all know that Nosecone has always been a leg, which is nice. So, yeah. Oh, sorry for that little noise. So you keep dragging around and it makes a little squeaky noise, which I'm not going to do in review because it will hurt your ears. So, yeah. Now I'm going to show off its unofficial, I'm going to show off the arm mode. So, we're going to move this for now and angle this. We'll angle that joint, this little joint out. And we're going to fold this all the way in. We're going to extend, well, okay. Actually, we're going to go ahead and fold the, what were the arms. And then twist them so that this little tab right here goes into that little slot. So, yeah, so let's make sure it's like this. And do the same on this side. Oh, cripe. There we go. And there you go. So just like that. Is it going in? Yeah, okay. Okay, then with the legs, just extend them like you would for robot mode. And make sure you plug them together. And make sure this goes all the way up. Make sure you rotate it so that this little hole is facing out. And bend them like that. And then plug the fist in. Any fist, depending on what arm you're making. And then you have the right arm, well, the left arm. Well, one of the arm modes for Nosecone. Well, what you can do with the drill bit here, well, you can actually plug it onto this hole if you want. Or, if you want, you can actually plug in like this. If you want. What I prefer is leave the drill bit on like this. And then put side backs on. Because, remember I showed in my strafe review that I attached scrounge onto strafe as a leg? Well, what I do with side backs is, when he's left out, I fold this little tab and I fold this little handle out for his gun mode, and I plug it onto this little hole right there. And it does fit. And surprisingly, it does fit. And you can see that the wings have enough clearance in between what were the arms of Nosecone. So I actually do the arm mode like this. So, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Nosecone. He's not the worst out of the figures in the set, because at least we all know that the Japanese versions, the Takara versions, are a lot better. But oh well, had to get the set because hey, it's less expensive than the Japanese one. So yeah, that's pretty understandable. But okay. So tomorrow, we're going to take a look at the leader of the Technobots. Actually, I should have called this Technobot Week, not Computron Week. Technobot Week, that's what I'm supposed to call it. So for all the reviews I've done in the past, before this one, I could have called this Technobot Week, not Computron Week. So my bad. So yeah. So day 6, we're going to take a look at Scattershot, who is a Voyager class figure, which is this guy. This big guy. So, yeah, look forward to this review, and I will catch you tomorrow.